Hi folks, welcome again to the channel. Juan here from Physical Media EU. Today we have another 4K review, in this case To Die For, released by Criterion, so let's check it out. Hello again and thank you for tuning in for another review. In this case, Gus Van Sant's To Die For from 1985, released by Criterion in 4K. But before we start, I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, especially Blu-ray reviews and also soundtracks on vinyl. You can also find me on Instagram, where I post detailed pictures of all the items that I review. The handle is the same as the channel, Physical Media EU. Now yes, we can begin with the presentation of the release. So here you can see the cover. Sorry that I have a little bit of an angle, it's just because it's to avoid the light there. So here we can see Nicole Kidman in the cover. I think it's a very nice cover. Here the classic Criterion spine, and here the back, where we can find a synopsis of the movie, some description about the bonus features and the transfer, and also some details of the movie like length, subtitles, and so on. Another thing to mention is that this release includes also a normal Blu-ray, which is region A. So that's something to keep in mind. If you buy this from a region outside of North America, most likely your player won't be able to play the Blu-ray disc, which has most of the bonus features. Now moving on, if we open this up, we find both discs. You can see here, the one in the front is the 4K, and this booklet that we will check out right now. Also comes the sticker in the wrap that says that the transfer is director approved. Here you can see the list of the cast of the movie, and here on this side, this kind of like a newspaper with the character of Nicole Kidman. So the first thing, when we open this, we find this essay, several pages long, written by Jessica Kiang, and then on the other side we also find these credits and some notes about the transfer, production credits, special thanks, and so on. So let's take a look about the transfer here. It says the new digital master presented here was created from the 35mm original camera negative, which was scanned and restored in the 4K resolution at Prasad in Burbank, California. The audio restoration was completed by Blue Wave Audio, and the 5.1 soundtrack was remastered at the Post Media Center at Sony Picture Studios. The feature is presented in Dolby Vision HDR high dynamic range, and on the 4K Ultra HD disc, and on the 4K UHD disc, and high definition HDR standard dynamic range on the Blu-ray. Another thing to mention, here on the back it has the list of the bonus features, so let's talk about those, which are present only on the Blu-ray disc. And that's an audio commentary featuring the director Gus Van Sant, also Eric Edwards and Curtis Clayton, and the deleted scenes and a trailer. And the subtitles included in the release are in English. So definitely not a lot of bonus features in this case. Moving on and talking about picture quality, I think Criterion again made a very good job with the restoration. The 4K looks very beautiful. This movie already had an old Blu-ray release that was not through Criterion, but this is a new restoration. So the Blu-ray here is already better than the previous restoration, because the restoration here was made in 4K. Even for the Blu-ray, the transfer they use is the same. Now about the old Blu-ray, there were actually two versions, I think like a North American one and a French one, which had the same transfer, with the exception that maybe the French one was a little bit smoother maybe, but definitely like no other difference than that, and the color grading was all the same, just a little bit smoother on the French version. But this one here again is a 4K restoration made from the original source and approved by the director, so definitely this version will be the version to go to. And on the Criterion website you can buy this like combo version, as they call it, with the 4K and the Blu-ray, but if you don't have a 4K player you can also buy the Blu-ray version from Criterion directly. Now with that said, the 4K version here I think is a significant upgrade from the Blu-ray, especially and thanks to the Dolby Vision and HDR treatment that is present in the 4K disc. Lastly, I'd like to mention how I got this release, because this is a release from the United States. So Criterion makes two big sales during the year, or there are two big sales on their website, where there are two other big sales done through Barnes & Noble, one at the middle of the year and the other one at the end, where all the Criterion titles drop 50% price. So the problem is that Barnes & Noble doesn't ship outside the United States, or maybe Canada if you're lucky, but not to Europe for sure. But what I did was to check out discounted titles for Criterion on Amazon.com, because Amazon doesn't match prices and they don't bring all the Criterion titles down while those sales are happening. Several titles go down in price, and this is a title that I have been after since it came out. I think it was last year, and this one was one of the discounted titles, so definitely I got it. I could order from Amazon.com, no problem. You pay taxes in advance directly to Amazon, so no surprises when the package arrives to Europe. So it worked out pretty well for me. And that was it for the review. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear in the comments if you have watched this movie, what did you think of it, and if you plan to get this Criterion release. If you like the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, and also check out on Instagram where I will post detailed pictures of this release, and you're welcome to follow there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all at Okie Dogs.